You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com, also part of Tequila Aficionado Media. I'm Alex Perez in Southern California.
I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. And Alex, this is a red letter evening for us
Yes.
because we are tasting and dissecting what we should have been talking about years ago.
This is a favorite.
Don Pilar.
Don Pilar.
Don Pilar. Now,
Don Pilar,
have you
el
ever met
famoso Don Pilar.
Have you met Don Pilar?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought you had.
he's
This
a man's man.
That's it, man. This guy's an actor, or was an actor, is a rancher, a restaurateur.
I
Uh,
think he's done it all.
he's an agave grower, and we have finally scored. After so many years, we have scored the bottles to. Well, Alex has one of the earlier lots, and I have one of the later lots of Don Pilar, and we're going to enjoy these and dissect them. Here's what we know. What I know for a fact, I've spent a considerable amount of time with Don Pilar and his master distiller. They did our TV show, Last Tequila Standing, um, which was really fun to be in. If you haven't seen the
Cool.
clips, they're available on Tequila Aficionado on our YouTube channel. Tonight we're using the Glencairn Copitas,
Una copita.
and we're using the Blanco tequila. This is his own agave,
It's estate grown.
estate grown. Wow,
It's
holy
a
cow!
beautiful nose. Let me tell you, I've had this bottle open for some time, and what a nose.
It's been what for you? A couple of years?
At least.
Okay.
And it hasn't lost its nose.
What we know is uh, everything we need to know is on the box. It's really kind of neat. The box has all of the information printed on it. Um,
It's real fragrant.
Yes, it says that the wonderful, clean, fragrant tequila was born in the fertile highlands of Don Jose Pilar Contreras. That's his full name. The agave was harvested 8 years of maturation, so after 8 years, and then distilled to perfection by the master
Beautiful.
distillers. Does it give the name? Does your box still have the name of the master distiller?
On the back front,
On any side, because I forget which one of these varietals has the name of the master distiller on it, because they actually, if I'm not mistaken, they composed a corrida for him, and
oh really?
yeah,
It might be the añejo.
could be, but it's in English and Spanish, El Blanco de Don Pilar, and it's kind of a corrida or kind of a song on both sides in English and Spanish. So it's kind of neat. It's like an ode to the Blanco tequila. Morning freshness, springtime light. Oh, springtime! Today is the first day of spring. By the time you
Um,
see it, by the time you see this, it could be midsummer, but
it could be or winter,
or winter. Yeah, but we'll try not to
but
keep it that long.
now the interesting thing about this, Mike, you were alluding to it, is the Mozart method.
Yes.
I understand it's what 200 hours of fermentation where they're playing some Mozart.
I think that's I don't know how many actual hours I think that varies, but the Mozart method, in other words, they play Baroque or classical music as the mosto is fermenting, and that is a famous technique by Ingeniero Leopoldo Solis y Asociados, and it's right now as we speak. I think I'm finally getting my questions answered by Ingeniero Solis, so we'll have an actual complete documentation of how this whole Mozart method works. What I know from past experience and from what we've talked about here, Alex, is that if nothing else, when they play, some distilleries say that when they play the music, they produce more tequila. So who are we to argue? When you get the most out of your juice that way. Hey, man.
Well, it's something's working because we know they have made some incredible tequila out of these distilleries that are using the Milcher method. So
Well, also the agave spirit Los Osuna is also using it. So you know, here we go.
hey, if it works,
If it works,
now
what a great.
beautiful, beautiful in the glass. It's really clear, platinum, if you will, real shiny,
It's shiny, pretty legs and tears.
crystalline.
Wow, look at it. Look at how it clings to the
Yeah, it
glass.
really clings, so it's you get the viscosity there. The nose, like we said, very fragrant. You can get the lime.
I'm getting like plátanos. I'm getting like plantain, maybe like a banana or some sort, which I don't think I've ever remember smelling before. But then we're using different glassware. We do. I am getting the lime zest on there too.
Yeah, definitely lime zest. And some other fruit. And obviously it's from the baked agave because it's not aged at all. Mm.
Oh my
Very
God,
pleasant.
it hasn't changed, Alex.
Very pleasant. Not hot. Not hot coming in.
No,
It's perfect.
it's this
It's
was a
perfect.
seal. This was a sealed bottle, a full one. Alex had a half of one that's about what you say about a couple of years old that you
At
had
least
it.
a couple of years old. Yeah.
We were checking out the lot numbers on this, and mine is about a year old. If we're reading this correctly, I think this particular lot was bottled um, last year in March, 2016.
Yeah,
So,
mine seems to be quite older than that,
yep.
but it's still incredible juice.
Wow.
It has not changed at all. It has not weakened.
No.
Usually with spirits, the nose weakens. Because obviously the alcohol it's not going to evolve because it's not in any organic type of yeah, and that's probably key.
The key
Is
is
that synthetic
that
cork?
synthetic cork.
Yeah, because if it was real cork, you probably would have some more oxygenation or um, and some more loss, and
Yeah.
probably even the cork itself affecting the tequila.
You might get a little
You
bit of
know,
the cork disintegrating.
yeah.
You
So
know.
no oxidation, probably or less oxidation,
Yep.
and no influence from cork, which is comes from a tree. But wow, what a beautiful nose! I'm
It's
amazed that
starting
this
to
thing still
open up
has the
now.
nose it has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
getting
and
any
I
mint? I'm getting like a mint, like something
you know
minty.
what there is, I do get mint in my on my palate, and you know what? It's a long finish too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is a.
Wow.
If you don't know anything about Don Pilar, if you're just joining the tequila world,
Mm,
we'll give you a couple of
incredible.
particulars. This is at distillery 1443, which is a number. Um, let's see.
Card.
Does it give the name of the distillery? Because the name is interesting. Um,
I think it's on the box. Well, it's no imported by Agaves and Tequilas no Pilar, which is kind of neat. They're their own importer.
yeah. As a matter of fact, how about if I just look it up just to be safe? 1443. Have my handy dandy nom list.
Well, it says the tequila distillers Don Leopoldo Solis, Tinoco, and Gabriel Espíndola. Well, these are the guys.
Yeah, those are the master distillers. And 1443, the information we have is Grupo Industrial Tequilero de los Altos de Jalisco. So it's a
There you go.
cooperation of several agave growers, and there's really only a handful of tequilas that come out of there, uh, including Dulce Vida for those of you who remember Dulce Vida.
Another favorite.
Yeah, before they sold out to Milestone, I believe is the name of the company. Those folks, Dulce Vida, were and probably still are based in Austin. But you get Sangre Azul, Hacienda, El Campanario,
Nice.
Body Shots Tequila, really, and
Oh,
and of course Don Pilar. So, what do you say about this stuff, Alex? This is just really delicious juice.
you know what? This Blanco is at another level. This is I would say a true connoisseur's Blanco. It's such a good sipping tequila. The thought of even putting it in a cocktail doesn't even cross my
Yeah,
mind.
no, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, it is so good. Um, it's just the nose or it's so fragrant. You got the beautiful nose. You got lime zest. You got some other fruit going on in there. I know some type of tropical fruit going on
Yep,
in there.
yep.
Um, it's super clean. And then the mouth feel on this is it's not hot coming in. It's really pleasant. It coats the palate. It lasts a while, and you can just sit with this for a while.
The
It's very good.
the finish on this is really strong, and I remember when it first came out, there were people. There was one guy in particular I who um, we'll name later. He actually said that the Blanco was beefy. You know, it was a beefy Blanco. It was really not an intense so much as very substantial. There's a lot going on
Oh yeah,
in this Blanco and
I
it's
agree.
all fruit. You know, it's all agave.
I agree, and yeah, I think it really goes to show you that this group knows how to pick their agave. I mean, they have full control of their main product. They know when to pick it, and they obviously know what they're doing because you can't mess around. You can't do anything with a Blanco. You can't mask it like you would with if you age it. It's either it's good, great, or not good at all.
Yeah, it needs to hold up on its own, and any master distiller or tequila grower worth his salt is going to put his Blanco up against any other one because he understands how that delineates how the rest of the line is going to be.
Right.
Um, what do you say? Geez,
This
Alex, how old is your box? What does it say? Is there a date on the box?
Well,
Because
I don't have a date on my box, but I know we've known these guys for some time now, since we've had some interaction with them. It's been at least 5 6 years that we've known them. They've been around for what, at least 10.
I want to say that because there's no way we cannot nominate this. Not number one for their packaging because I have a story about their packaging that I'll share when we do the extra añejo. But um, I love the packaging.
Yeah, the packaging is awesome. I love the wood top
Yeah,
or the seal.
um,
Love the shape of the bottle.
I do too. I love there's a lot of thought that went into it, and we'll discuss all that when we do the extra añejo because I've got some stories to share about that. Um, but I think we need to nominate these guys in a legacy category because
I agree.
they really have
I
set
agree.
that bar really high.
I agree. I agree. It's the Blanco is superior to what you see out there. So it is very very good.
What
Very recommendable.
do you know what the going price is now these days?
No, I actually saw it in my favorite store the other day, and I forgot to look at the price on it.
You go to a liquor store?
But yeah.
Why? Look behind you. Have you
Well, you know
noticed
what? I
those
love to
models?
look. I
Oh,
love to go and see what's out there.
okay.
I love to see because we get stuff sent to us, and we don't know if it exists out in the marketplace.
Yeah, we don't
You know,
sometimes
we
we
don't
don't get
know
any
if
POS on it either.
yeah. So I go out and explore. I like to look at price points. I like to see where they're putting it. It's funny. I almost got on the case of the store I went to the other day because they cut in a mescal line right in the tequila area, and I'm like, who's the dummy or the smart one that did this? You know? And
Do you want to call
but
them out? Do you want to call them
I wanted to call out the liquor guys and
out?
say, what are you guys doing? And I love to stand around because people, go for stuff that I usually don't recommend, and I steer them in the direction that I
Oh, you
kind of
mean, see,
educate them there on the aisle.
you still preach in the aisles, huh?
Yeah,
Oh my God,
I
I
got
do
to
that.
share my knowledge.
I do it all the time. That's why Lisa won't let me into the liquor stores anymore.
But I like to see what's out there. I'm always looking for the gems that are no longer available because sometimes they'll creep up. They'll have these big liquor stores will buy a lot of stuff that they happen to find somewhere at a good price, and they put it out there, and I'll pick it up. And then obviously I'm always looking for other stuff too. I'm not just a tequila guy, but
No.
even though it's one of my favorites, but I'm always on the lookout for stuff that you can't find anywhere, or the new things that are coming out, or you can see what the trends are, or you can see the category expanding. You know, uh,
Oh well, yeah.
for example, I see. I mean, bourbon is like every time I go to that store, they've got another few inches of bourbon on the shelf. So,
Wow.
just interesting stuff. And this place has stuff that no one else has. Puts
Well, yeah.
better.
When you got a good library like that to go to, then
Yeah,
it's
so it's neat to go and see what they've got, and then you can see the bottle changes, and there's a lot of stuff you can learn. But no, you know what they do have? Don't Pilar. They have Pilar Extra Añejo too, which I know we'll be doing that later. But I can do a quick search. I know from what I can remember, it was very reasonably priced, and this Blanco is definitely a
yeah, it's a worthy. Again,
yeah.
Brand of Promise nominee. I think in the legacy category, they've been around for a long time. They're great
Oh yeah,
supporters of Tequila Aficionado and we of them as well.
yeah.
Um,
32.99
oh
for the
my God,
my
32.99.
God, 32.99.
Oh, go get this.
Yes.
Go get him.
32.99.
By the
That's a
way,
steal.
this picture here,
That's
this
a steal.
this picture here is Don Pilar as a young man. Every varietal, every expression of Don Pilar is at a different age point of the creator, and he's a real person. He does exist. If you don't believe us, go to our YouTube channel, check out Last Tequila Standing, or go to the website, and you can meet Don Pilar, his son Juan Carlos, who is a graphics designer, and in charge of he's also their brand ambassador, but he's in charge of the packaging as well. Really neat story. And their master distiller they were so neat when they brought one of the two master distillers, and then Alex and I met Gabriel Spendola during one of the classic spirits of Mexico. You remember that?
Yeah, that was cool.
We were walking the streets of Old Town San Diego after all the bars were closed, and
That was neat. Speaking to him.
yeah, it was. He's a completely different person than his partner, than Ingeniero Solis, who's very stoic and very 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 zen. He's a very zen kind of guy, whereas Gabriel is very outspoken and flamboyant, and it's just really an interesting dichotomy to see these two guys work together. So
Yeah.
that's our take on Don
Yeah.
Pilar.
Talking about price point. Hold on.
Oh, you found it.
do,
Okay.
I want to do a comparison. So Don't Be Loud, I said, was 32.99.
Okay.
All right. Typically, people gravitate to, Patron Blanco. Okay. Which, hey, if you like Patron, that's great. 33.95. Okay. Try something different
Yeah.
and reach for the Don't Be Loud
For $1 less.
for a dollar less. Okay. And you will be impressed.
Oh
And
man.
you'll open up a whole new world to people that all they think about is these other brands
Yeah, absolutely.
because
I totally agree.
they don't explore, they just go with what everybody else goes with. So that's why hopefully you're watching us so you can go and explore and try other things. Yeah.
I say go get them. Brand of Promise nominee in the legacy
Nice.
category, and also in packaging. That's our take on Don Pilar Blanco. I am Mike Morales here in San Antonio.
I'm Alex Perez, and if you like what you're watching, comment. We still have the stuff on the under there. Let us know what you think. Give us your opinion on Don't Be Loud. Let us know if it's in your area. Maybe we need to convince them of putting it in your area, but we need to know. Let us know.
Please tell us.
Thanks for watching, and as always, sip wisely.